Hello, 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 and welcome, my friends. Blessed new moon in Sagittarius, doing this live stream first for my patrons on Patreon, my humans, my heroes, my immortals, my gods, and my goddesses, and then releasing it to the world through YouTube. Yay, we made it through the darkest dark moon of the year, dark moon in Scorpio. And why I say that is we'll talk about astrology. This might be a little long. I try and save up the vibe for new moons, full moons, Sabbaths, quarters, cross quarters, and all of that stuff. Though I do stream every day so far on Patreon, DrawingTheCircle, Patreon. With daily check-ins in the morning, which is kind of fun for me to do. So here we are more than 2 weeks into the Patreon journey, really enjoying it. But we'll talk business later. Let's get down to the magical, mystical, miraculous, spiritual part of this, though. It is new moon in Sagittarius. Now, as I said a minute ago, there's some astrology there, why it's the darkest moon of the year, not just because it's in Scorpio, but because it's in Scorpio, because we're still in the darkest part of the year for the sun, right? At Yule, winter solstice, the sun will begin to grow again. So you've got the dark moon in the dark part of the year. You got it. So a lot of shadow work, a lot of that stuff. But my guides were very clear today. I've got a tarot party today, a birthday party for some British ladies, which I cannot wait for. It's so exciting to do that. We'll talk about that too, probably before we're done. But they told me, get this, get this, get this. I've got I'm always surrounded by magical paraphernalia. But for this, they told me to get some specific stuff, including the healing mantra cards that came up in the new moon to full moon reads. We've never done this before this way. So yeah, we got some stuff to do, but they said, just do the prayer. We gave you the constituent pieces. We'll do it through you for the well-being of all, because that's the prayer anyway. So just suiting up here, I got my torch. I call this the torch Ariel. It's the torch of Archangel Ariel. Everybody's higher self is connected to an archangelic lineage, apparently. Mine is Ariel, the Archangel of Lyons. My name is Angelo Lyons, blah, blah, blah. And of course, my blessing cords. These cords hold my vows, right? So that's what I do them with readings. It's just like being in cast circle without having to do the poetry. Yeah, they said, just say the prayer, do the thing, and we'll take over, so to speak. Long story. So if you got a moment, if not, save this puppy for later, because we're going to do a little, new moon magic. I do have some sage here. I will be lighting a little bit of that, but we're actually going to be anointing a candle. That's what's in the thumbnail. A candle and a waterford crystal thingy, darling. A little tea light, some dragon's blood sand in there with a piece of citrine. We're going to anoint this at some point. So, you pause it, right? You pause it, go get your stuff if you want. It is fire magic, moon in Sagittarius, but there's a lot. There's a lot literally on the table, on my plate in front of me. So please take a minute. Let's do this, right? Settle in. The lighting is going to come and go. It's all naturally lit. Why not? But it's supposed to be partly cloudy, so I might go into shadow, but only in the literal sense. Please take a nice deep breath. And they said really, really clearly right before I hit the go button on this thing, they're like, have fun. It's a new moon in Sag. So let's actually turn off there. So now we won't be hearing any more of that again. And take a minute, check in with your body, right? Turn your attention inward from all of the externals going on right now in the personal life, and the political life, and the global life, and blah, blah, blah. Just take a step into the simplest act of self-care and self-love that there is. Just turn inward. Check your body. Just check in with what's going on physically. All right, start there. Just simple, what does the body need right now to relax? We don't have to be at hyper vigilant to check in with our bodies. Right? Like a spotlight starting at the top of the head and just working its way down, like melting all the tension. Neck roll, shoulder shrug. All the way down. You can do tense and release. It's like make a fist, let it go. Make a fist, let it go. But you can do it with all the different muscle groups, so that the body is given permission to just be as it is. With no judgment, just the present moment. Now witness the breath, because the breath is big on this one. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the gas giant, element of air, Zeus, mutable fire, lightning. Certainly the fire that changes everything it touches. So the more relaxed we are, the more aware of the breath we are in the present moment, we come into a gentle alignment with not just the soul and not just the higher selves, but the alignment with the truth of who we are in all overtones of all dimensions. Now really put some awareness into the breath. Breathe in. You don't have to do anything fancy. But you can feed the cells of your body the oxygen in the inhale deliberately. As well as on the exhale, release anything those cells need to let go of under grace and in perfect ways. Essentially breathing in everything you need and breathing out anything you don't, known and unknown. Not just on a physiological level, but on an energetic one as well. And how much of that is being done unconsciously with every breath we take anyway? The majority, huge percentage. So it's from this more relaxed, centered place I offer this prayer. As I call upon the collective pantheons of guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, and higher selves, all the way back to the divine singularity. Just surround everyone watching this reading, the hearing of my voice, in a force field of light, containing and protecting all that transpires and exchanges between us. All overtones in all dimensions for the well-being of all. And I ask that all information and energy that exchanges between us does so clearly, cleanly, and for the well-being of all. And as ever, use me. I am your angel, your archangel, your immortal, your divine vessel from jump sent in to do this work. So please use all aspects of Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, above and below. known and unknown, to serve my beloved community, the heroes, the humans, the heroes, the immortals, the gods and goddesses, for we are all of that and a side of fries. So let's have fun with this for the well-being of all. So I'm going to be, and so it is. Which, that's just the intro prayer. let's roll with this. Coffee. We're good to go. Ain't that right, Diana? She's really lovely. She just doesn't talk much. Anyway, so G, what do I have in front of me here? As I said, I got some sage. I've got a candle. I've got a lighter here somewhere. I've got my lighter. I'm doing a tarot party later, and I think I'm going to do it here instead of from over in the studio. Why? Because it's a drunk tarot party, Sagittarian birthday parties. This is the size of the bottle of sake that one of my clients who drove from Pennsylvania to have a reading with me over the summer, Malenka, if you're watching this, sweetheart, thank you. So, yeah, I already had the party booked. I was like, oh, I'll just save it for that. So that'll be fun. So let me give you the sober part of the day before we get there. And we have a little extra special guest star, my oldest son, the Cancerian. We're going to be here for a while, I have a feeling. That's why I'll just send this around social media rather than do it on 14 different platforms individually. My Sabby cat. I've got a new picture coming for him. That's going to be a thumbnail soon. The two of us together, you'll see. It's very bell book and candle. Otherwise, let's talk about this. So, like I said, all I have here is a candle, an Irish croissant. I doubt it's Waterford. It's family heirloom. It's been passed down, right? So, with some dragon's blood sand, which somebody gave me. It's just sand that has dragon's blood like stuff in it, whatever. And a citrine, right? But you do you, right? I'm very big on what do you need, what do you got? And a simple tea light. I buy tea lights in bulk. I get like a box from Amazon. I get a box of like 250 of the things. So every night I light a candle and say a prayer, right? It's lovely. And the cats and I snuggle up here on the couch. And, you know, when I fall asleep on the couch a lot down here. So some sage oil, which I'm going to anoint the candle with. And just sage. Now, why sage? Right. They told me to grab my rather beaten and battered copy of Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. I mean, they have new editions, but what are they going to do? The man passed on. It's not like he's rewriting and editing it, unless he is from the other side, but I want the receipts on that. In the back of this book, highly valuable tables, right? Look up the different groupings of herbs. So we're looking at the herbs for Jupiter here. As I said before, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, 9th house energy, expansion, spirituality, certainly travel, right? But travel in all sorts of different ways, mutable fire. So I'm going to say all of them, but, you know, some of these herbs, where are you going to find? Agrimony, that sounds like an ailment. Anise, like aniseed, anisette. So I'm going to do a shot of anisette and go for it. Avens, I think it's a bean. Banyan, the banyan tree, nude on the root of a banyan tree. Wood betony, as in, I don't know, opposed to iron betony. Bodhi, the Bodhi tree. So, you know, if you're near the bookstore, I don't know, go touch it. Borage, sounds like a cleaning product. Chestnut, good time of year for that. Cinquefoil, which is 5-finger grass, witchgrass. Clove, easy enough, you pumpkin spicers. Dandelion, maybe a little late in the day, but you could probably find the tea. Dock, burdock. There's all sorts of different families of the dock, but it is a good money. One little teeny tiny seed creates a plant that sheds billions of seeds. That's usually where you find abundance. Magic. Endive, or if you like endive. I love endive with little sour cream and caviar, which is absolutely lovely. Honeysuckle, I love some honeysuckle. Is one of my favorite flowers. Horse chestnut. So in case, you know, you can't find the regular chestnut, you can find the horse chestnut. House leek. Call a plumber. Hyssop, HYSSOP, that you can find in herbal tea in any health food store, I'm sure. Linden, not so rare, but tricky to find. Liverwort, let's not even go there. Maple, easy enough. Maple leaves in the fall, if you're in that time zone, that the temperate zone, whatever. Meadow sweet. Nutmeg, there you go. Sage, that's my go-to for Jupiter. Sarsaparilla, which is fun to say when you have a gap in your teeth growing up. Sarsaparilla. Sassafras, also a fan. Star anise, which I love, right? So anisey, but then there's star anise. So pretty. It's like a pentacle if you get a 5-pointed one. Tea, but only T-I, not T-E-A. Not so sure what that's about at the moment. And witchgrass, which is also cinquefoil. So, you do you. Use what you have, but sage is what I work with. So let's do this. Now, here's the thing. Before we do this, they told me to get out all the healing mantra cards from the full moon to new moon reads that I did on YouTube. And I have them in order here. So here's the tea. Here's what I do, because I write them all down, right, as I go. And we only have one repeat this time. So 11 cards. What I do is I take my sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, I pull out the cards, I write down the mantras, and then I make a paragraph out of them, and it's almost like a spell, and it really covers everything, at least that was given to me through the divination. So yeah, I pay attention to my own. I do the readings, they come through me, I'm like, let me see if this works for me. So Aries, right? So it's the sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, Aries. You got welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. I'm not reading these from the bookie book. Go watch the videos. We'll be here forever. Right? So welcoming surrender. It's a really good one. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. For Taurus, soothing impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. There's just nothing to do but wait. You want there to be more to do. Something to do but wait, but there's nothing to do but wait. This is our repeater, grounding my energy. For Gemini, it is safe to be in my body. Oh, you could see it now. White ink on pastel background is not great for camera. Cancer, overcoming fear. I will transcend every loss. Leo, releasing expectations. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. Now, because I am a Leo, rising. Put that there. I am also a Virgo. Encountering conflict. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. And this is a big one for me. Because I'm a Virgo. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. Growing beyond guilt. For Libra, I am also Venus and Libra. It couldn't have happened any other way. So helpful. They're mantras. It's not a once and done. They're mantras. Scorpio, no shock here. Sharing shame. When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. And as I remember, that was a very intense thing. Yeah, you got to be authentic to who you are. The Healing Angels of Harmony. So that was a very, very powerful read for sure. Just I don't have any planets there. Sagittarius, new moon, dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others to love my journey. Boom. There you go. Capricorn, expressing free will. I love this one. My choices determine how brightly I shine, because that is the truth. And embracing worthiness. For Aquarius, right, embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. And our repeat, grounding my energy. For Pisces, there is no problem. Oh, no. Sorry, wrong one. Where did you go? Grounding my energy. Sorry. Grounding my energy. It is safe to be in my body. So I'm going to put mine up there. So just as an example, let's get these over there. So if I were to do these in order for me, right? So releasing expectations, encountering conflict, growing beyond guilt, and grounding my energy. So just that side of it. This new moon to full, I am releasing expectations about encountering conflict, growing beyond guilt, and grounding my energy. And I do that this new to full because only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. It couldn't have happened any other way, and it's safe to be in my body. Work. See? My guides are fucking amazing. I'm just the channel. Okay, so now you got some mantras if you want to play with them, right? So let's do this. Like I said, new moon to full. All right. So today, Saturday, December 4th, at the time of this recording, solar eclipse 2:43 a.m. Solar eclipse. There's a lot going on there, and there's a lot going on in the world. So great. Another shock wave, and it's not just like a second a lunar eclipse. It lasts a bit. To the full moon in Gemini, Saturday, December 18th, 11:36 p.m. a Saturday to a Saturday, a 2-week period. So what is it that you really truly want? Your heart's desire, Sagittarius, expansion, right? And mutable fire. It can be a bunch of different things, or it can be like having a quiver full of arrows, that excitement of, oh, there's so many things I want to do. So let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to take the tea light and uncap the oil. And, yes, I could have whipped out a taper. This isn't OnlyFans, nor am I on OnlyFans. What would Hera say? She would say it was heresy. So with tea lights, I just literally put 1 drop of oil. Little tutorial here. And then I tilt it, and I let the oil go around it clockwise. If this were a waning moon deal, I would go Widdershins or counterclockwise. I've chosen to go Jessel, darling. Oh, look, darling, he's gone all Jessel. Look it up. Deosil. It's got to be Celtic. Okay. So that's going right here. And I'm not going to burn this whole thing. I'm just going to, I'm just going to pull that one off. Oh, I've got some in there too. And that one off. Get back up here, you. So, sort of witchcraft on the fly. But what do you want? I'm a witch. I work from home and I live alone, and I had a black cat sitting next to me. All right, you couldn't ask for better in terms of at least magical environmental influence. So take a moment, right? I'm going to get my mantras here. Give me my mantras. I want them handy because I'm probably going to implement them one way or the other. And just take a moment. Take a moment. Just go into the breath. Ground and center, right? Just turning inward does that, but simplest way to really ground yourself, you don't feel like sending energy down into the core of the planet, just both feet on the floor. G-Mark, got enough pillows here? I can support you back with pillows. Oh, that's better. And as you breathe, as you're going to anyway, just take a moment and ask yourself, even with all we've discussed and all we've thought about and all we've planned, what is your heart's desire? What do you yearn for? What do you burn for? Your element of fire. You can go very general on that, and that's probably recommended. Sort of like a background color. What do I want to feel? What is my heart's desire? And just allow an answer to come. There may be several, but what is the one that feels maybe the simplest? A seed of fire for a new moon. That is changeable, mutable. Yeah, I want to have fun. I want to feel joy and fun. I want to laugh. That's mine. Just hold that vibe. And then if you're doing this, you're ready. Light the candle. Something simple like this. Creature of fire. Work your will by my desire. Creature of fire. Work your will by my desire. Inflammare. Creature of fire, work your will by my desire. For the well-being of all, with harm to none, as I will it, so let it be done. And just feel. Just allow that feeling to just be. That desire, even if you're not feeling, the desire for that feeling. In its simplest, most elemental form. Does not have to be the towering inferno of passion and desire. It can be playful. A multifaceted gem of fire. But feeling good, expansive, that it will grow from a spark to a flame, to a torch, to a bonfire, to an inferno, to a wildfire. Of things in the neighborhood of passion, expansion, fun, enjoyment, travel, gregariousness, friendliness, the hunt, the pursuit, the inspiration, the activation, the journey, the touch of the bliss, the ecstasy, the guidance and the grace of the divine on high, and maybe even a spark of the passion of true love. The meeting of hearts fated and destined to meet for a treat, if but a taste of what's to come, that we may live wisely and well, inspired and guided, lit from within with guidance and a grace too bright to ignore, that we may carry with us wherever we go the truth of who we are shining bright, and that all who cross our path, all who hear our voice, all who we see, and all who see us. Be blessed and awakened, quickened and enlightened, expanded, lifted, and blessed for the well-being of all. May unity consciousness dawn upon all mind with every breath we take today. With every inhale and every exhale, may every heart and mind be blessed with the truth and love it needs to heal and grow and become the best that it can be, manifesting the truth of love as true love within their own energy fields. Acknowledging the truth that we are all one, that we are all divine, that we are all immortals on heroes' journeys, masquerading as humans for the fulfillment of something bigger than we will ever truly see in human bodies, but that our souls are contracted to fulfill in our higher selves. Us as archangels, gods, goddesses, higher forces, higher powers, all the way back to the divine singularity. See this all as a game worth playing for immortal beings. To grow, to heal, to learn, to bless, and to fulfill our roles in the divine plan. Having fun and joy where we can, as we can, under grace and in perfect ways for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Breathe. So, if you can, pull up some mantras. Just breathe silently, right? Little cyclic breath. Here we go. Connect the inhales and the exhales. You don't have to do it too deep. You don't have to hyperventilate. You don't have to Wim Hof breath. But breathe. Feed that fire. Feed it the air. Pick a mantra as you go, if you so choose. Switch it up. You do you. Go to Wim Hof. for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so it would be done. So maybe. It might be a little moot, but it's quite a piece of sage. Béni soit le sainte fume de la bénédiction. Béni soit le sainte fume de bénédiction. Béni soit le sainte fume de bénédiction. Take a minute. Well, 37 minutes, not shocked. Not shocked at all. Not shocked. So, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Get ready. Get ready. I think that was eclipse worthy, certainly. So there you have it. I think did I do everything I was supposed to do? I think I did. I think I crossed every T and dotted every I. So take a moment before you jump back into the world, right? Obviously now I have a little extra touchstone here with this with that carnelian. It's not citrine, it's carnelian. And I think I've got some errands to run today, and I got a tarot party to do. My first international tarot party, drunk tarot party. They insisted. I'm okay with that. I'm not driving anywhere. My God, what a powerful season this is going to be, huh? Particularly after that. So, hey, thank you, my Patreons, my patrons of Patreon, my malcontents, my humans, my heroes, my immortals, my gods and goddesses, and the witch tier. The new levels coming in January, and for my friends on YouTube. And I'll probably check in with the Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short private Facebook group separately from this, because I have time to do that today. But they'll probably be seeing this all eventually anyway, because we won't be doing all of this again. So that's it. Thank you so much. You want to follow me on Patreon, link in the description box, obviously. I will be releasing this to the world. And thank you. And, all that breath work left my brain a little clear. And let's roll with that, because by the end of today, it's going to be something else. So thank you so much for watching you. And truly, seriously, wishing you all the very best. And the birdies say hi. The very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Sagittarius to you all. Saturday, December 4th, 2021. Thank you. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Bye.